What's up, iguanas? Iggy here from the Investing Iguana. Today, we're going to break down one of the most confusing topics in Singapore's healthcare system, integrated shield plans, or IPs. In this video, I'll explain what IPs are, how they work, and whether you should consider upgrading from basic MediShield Life coverage. Stick around, and by the end, you'll be an IP expert, ready to make an informed decision about your healthcare needs. Let's get started. An integrated shield plan is kind of like having two layers of health insurance coverage. The first layer is MediShield Life, which every Singaporean citizen and permanent resident is automatically enrolled in. This basic plan helps cover some of the costs if you need to stay in a subsidized B2 or C class ward at a public hospital. But what if you want more options, like getting treatment in the fancier A or B1 wards, or even at a private hospital? That's where the second layer comes into the additional private insurance component offered by insurance companies. By topping up and paying extra premiums on top of your MediShield Life coverage, you unlock access to these higher-tier medical facilities and services. It's kind of like upgrading your movie ticket from the regular seats to the premium lounge chairs. With an integrated shield plan, you're essentially paying more for that extra comfort and flexibility when it comes to your healthcare. The private insurance portion gives you the choice to be admitted to better wards or private hospitals, and even lets you pick your preferred doctor in some cases. So in summary, an IP combines the basic national health insurance scheme that everyone gets, with additional private insurance that you can opt for if you want expanded coverage and more options for your medical needs. It's a way to enhance your healthcare experience, but of course, it comes at an added cost. When it comes to paying for your IP, it's a two-part process. The first part, which is MediShield Life, is fully covered by the money in your MediSave account. You don't have to worry about that portion since it's automatically deducted from your MediSave funds. But for the second part, the additional private insurance component that gives you access to higher-tier wards and hospitals, you'll need to fork out some extra cash. Insurance companies charge premiums for this enhanced coverage, and you can choose to pay using your MediSave funds or cash. However, there's a limit to how much you can withdraw from your MediSave for the IP premiums. This is called the additional withdrawal limit, and it's set by the government each year. Once you hit that cap, any remaining premiums will have to be paid out of pocket with cash. It's kind of like having a voucher that covers part of your meal, but you still need to pay the remaining amount yourself. The MediSave portion acts as that voucher, taking care of the basic MediShield Life fees, while you contribute towards the added perks of the private insurance. The key is to plan ahead and ensure you have enough funds, whether in your MediSave or cash savings, to sustain the IP premiums over the long run. As you get older, those premiums are likely to increase, so budgeting becomes even more crucial. Alright, now let's tackle the big question: should you upgrade to an integrated shield plan or stick with just the basic MediShield Life coverage? It's a decision that really boils down to two key factors: your personal preferences and your financial situation. First, think about your comfort level and what kind of healthcare experience you're looking for. Do you value having the flexibility to choose your own doctor or the option to get treated at a private hospital? An IP gives you that added convenience and sense of control over your medical care. However, if you're perfectly fine with the standard subsidized wards at public hospitals and don't mind being assigned doctors, then the basic MediShield Life plan might already meet your needs. The second major consideration is your budget and how much you can realistically afford to pay for healthcare coverage, especially in the long run. Let's be real, those IP premiums can get pretty pricey, and they tend to increase as you get older. On top of that, you'll likely need to fork out even more cash for additional riders to cover things like deductibles and copayments, which are the out-of-pocket costs you'd still need to pay even with insurance. So before upgrading, you'll want to carefully assess whether the added benefits of an IP are truly worth the extra financial burden for your household. Can you comfortably keep up with those premiums year after year, even as they rise? If the costs start to strain your budget too much down the line, you always have the option to downgrade your plan or revert back to just MediShield Life without any penalties. At the end of the day, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It's about weighing your personal priorities against your financial means and making the choice that gives you the most peace of mind when it comes to your healthcare coverage. Not sure if the health insurance plan you're currently on is an integrated shield plan or not? Don't sweat it, there's an easy way to check. Just log into your account on the CPF website and you'll be able to see all the different healthcare plans you're covered under, listed right there. The site will clearly show you if any of your existing plans are IPs or not. Now, I know we've gone over a lot of details about IPs, but here's the bottom line: deciding whether to get an IP or not really comes down to your own personal needs and financial situation. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. My advice? Do your homework. Research the different IP options out there and understand what they cover and how much the premiums will cost you, not just now but years down the road as the prices increase with age. Crunch the numbers and be honest with yourself about whether those recurring payments will be manageable for you long-term. At the end of the day, the right healthcare coverage plan is the one that gives you peace of mind without putting you in a financial bind. An IP might be worth it if you really value having that extra flexibility and comfort when it comes to your medical care. But if the premiums seem like they'll stretch your budget too thin, then sticking to the basic MediShield Life plan might be the smarter move. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's about weighing the pros and cons based on your own priorities and means. Do your research, make an informed choice, and go with the option that lets you sleep soundly at night knowing your healthcare needs are taken care of. All right, iguanas, that's a wrap on integrated shield plans. I hope this video has helped demystify IPs and given you a better understanding of how they can complement your MediShield Life coverage. Remember, the decision to upgrade is a personal one, based on your comfort level and budget. Do your research, crunch the numbers, and choose a plan that gives you peace of mind without breaking the bank. If you found this video helpful, show some love by smashing that like button and subscribing to the Investing Iguana for more financial wisdom. And as always, feel free to drop any questions or suggestions for future topics in the comments below. Until next time, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and keep investing wisely.